This week, people who make up to $50,000 a year should find their $1,200 stimulus check in the mail. Many others already received theirs through direct deposit. Now, with all that money being sent out, it is still hard to tell if it's working as planned. News 5's Kevin Barry explains the best way to make that money work for you as Northeast Ohio rebounds.
The coronavirus has put Janine Hobby and her husband in a tough spot. Her husband's salary has been cut in half. She's a part-time professor at Cleveland State who normally doesn't get paid in the summer. Her side gig, selling photography, depends on shows and markets that are all canceled because of the coronavirus.
When I'm not there, I can't sell them.
Janine is still waiting on her $1,200, but when her husband's stimulus check came in, much of it went towards paying down bills so they can save the rest of their money.
So we have to make sure that we're socking away everything we possibly can in case something really goes wrong.
That move might make sense, but it's not exactly what Congress had in mind when they sent you that cash.
So the intent of the stimulus checks was to get people to go out and spend.
Lakshmi Bali Subramanian teaches banking and finance at Case Western Reserve University and used to work for the Federal Reserve. She says when it comes to the stimulus checks, there's basically two kinds of people. Those who don't have a lot of money in their bank account or liquidity, and those who do. And she says it's the people without the money who are going to spend their stimulus checks more, helping boost their local economy and having a larger, what she calls, fiscal multiplier effect. But people who have more liquidity or money in their bank account are more likely to save their stimulus check, keeping that money away from local businesses.
And you might have a situation where you just have, sort of somewhat close to zero impact, depending on how this multiplier effect has played out in these two groups.
The thing is, it's still too early to tell if the stimulus money will help. An early study of about 44,000 households seems to back up Lakshmi's assessment. But this economic reboot is so unique. The Great Recession in 2008 wasn't influenced by a virus we didn't know much about.
When people feel confident and people feel safe, they are going to go out and they're going to spend.
That's why, she says, the medical and economic advice tend to overlap right now. Experts say the more social distancing and mask wearing we do in public will slow down the virus.
Making sure that the transmission of the disease is mitigated, then the transmission of the fiscal policy would be a lot better.
In Cleveland, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.